Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, as you know, we are doing SAP HCM in English now. Okay, so till yesterday, what we have learned till how to assign fiscal year variant to your company code and chart of account to your company code, because that is very important thing. Without this, you can't process anything in SAP HCM. Okay, just like company and company code. Without company and company code, you can't do anything because we have to set client first in SAP software. No? Okay. So guys, today's session is related to organizational management. See, I told you while teaching SAP enterprise structure, in SAP HCM, we have three structure. One is enterprise structure, second is personal structure, and third is organizational structure. So we cover normally organizational structure in organizational management. So as you know, in enterprise structure, we create clients structure in SAP system. And now what we have to create the clients job structure, like their department, their positions, their job, their task, their person in SAP system. That comes under organizational management. Okay. So let me go through the theoretical first for you. So this is my student Kanchan. I've taught, her, wait. So organizational management. See, what is organizational management? Why we need this? Okay. See, this is if you know about workflow. What is workflow? Guys, anything, whatever we are doing in a sequence way. Okay. Let's say if we are going to make any food or anything else, we have to prepare some things. Now, first we have steps. First, we have to cut the vegetables, whatever. But whatever we are doing, let's say we are creating one. Uh, food item for that. First we have to prepare some things, then we have to wash them, and we have to take all this step to till finish. So similarly here also, if I say organizational management, so just the workflow of one position. So this is SPOCK is very important. See, S stands for position. Let me note it down for you. S stands for position, and P stands for person, and O stands for organization unit, and C stands for job, and K stands for cost center. So what we are doing, see, we have to create organization object, organization structure. And in this, we have to create organization unit, job, position, tasks, person, work center, cost center, and all. Okay. So see, SPUCK in interview, they can ask you question, what is SPOCK methodology? So you just have to answer that. SPOCK shows us the workflow of one position. Let's say this is the position, this is the position, and against this position, we've hired this person, and this is working in this department, and this is that person's job, and this is the cost center for that particular position. Okay. Now, so this is very important, SPOCK, and for that we have to go to create all these things. Okay, I will today I'm going to teach you theoretical. After that, in next class, I will do practical for that. Okay, so first thing, organization plan. See, this is a different. Let's say, let me show you it. So whenever we are doing any kind of structure creation of organizational management, we have to create in some plan. So normally we used to create all these objects in current plan, but somehow, let's say sometime your client says that we need some different structure for my different line of business. We can say, let's say, let's take example of Tata Motors. Tata Motors has acquired General Motors and Jaguar. Okay, and they want to add that. Entity into SAP system. They want their organized structure in SAP system. So for what we do, we never do creation of that structure in Tata Motors part. Okay, we have to create a different plan, and under different plan, we have to create all this structure. Okay, so that all these things not get connected to each other. Okay, so enter. If you see, as sorry, and organizational management. If we go here, let's say, and under expert mode, let's say I want to create one organization unit. So we have different plan version, current plan, D plan. So here we have to create three different plans. Let's say this is for my Tata Motors, and this is for my let's say dairy milk plan. This is my for. So you have to create different plan for different entities. Okay, for different structure. And if we are working on current plan, so you will see only the structure, all the object which we have created in current plan. You can't see this plan's organized structure in this plan. Okay, so this is not connected. So you have to create different plan for your different entities if your client requirement says so. Okay, so this is organization plan. And see here, this is organization object, and we can say it organization structure. So this is the objects, or from this object we have to create organization structure. Okay. Now the first structure is the first object is organization unit. See, whenever we create any object, let's say if I show you go back, and this is simple maintenance change, and let's say this is the object. So this is structure, no? But in the HR department, under HR department, we have payroll, compliance, recruitment, and if we want to see the positions, so this see here we have position. So this is structure. Okay. So how to make that structure? Before going that, we should know, na? We must know that what is organization unit, what we have to create in organization unit, what we have to create in jobs, position, task, person, work center, cost center. Okay. So the organization unit, see, one more thing, if you see, this is O, and this is the object. This is the department, Patanjali HR department. And whenever we create one object, system gives one unique code to that. Okay. But how to detect that which object is or department, which object is job? Okay. So just because of this icon, this is, if you see here, Patanjali, head of department, HR. So this is the position. So just because of S, we know that is position. And if I click here, see, and this position is derived from this job. Okay, so before going to that, you must be aware of now what is difference between job and position also. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you theoretical knowledge first. Okay, see, in organization unit, what we do, we create department and sub departments like HR department, finance department, and their sub department like recruitment, payroll, compliances, we can say in sales department, we can say customer creation, customer centric on sales, whatever they have department in their system. Okay. So let's say in HR department, we have this recruitment, payroll, and compliances, talent acquisition. In finance department, we have account payable, account receivable, okay, and bank reconciliations and all. We have to create the object. So simple thing in simple word, in organization unit, what we have to do, we have to create departments and sub departments. And now, if I ask you a question, what is difference between job and position? See, job, let's say the simple. If I say, what is your job? You will say, I'm a manager. And I'm saying, I will ask, and which position are you holding? Then you say, I'm a HR manager. I'm a finance manager. I'm a sales manager. This is the difference. And one more thing, guys, from one job, we can create multiple positions. So if I have to create 5 manager, one is HR, finance, sales. So for all these manager, we have to create only one job. Okay. And from one job, we can create multiple positions. So this is the difference between job and position. Under jobs, we have to create jobs, and under position we have to create positions from that particular see manager, and we have executives, we can have let's say VP. Okay, so VP HR, VP finance. Okay, so this is how we have to create jobs, and from this job we have to create positions. And another task, we have to create key responsibilities area. But this HR manager has some their specific task. Now that task we have to create in task section. And see, person, work center, cost center, we don't have to create because cost center is created by FICO consultant. At work center we have already created personal area, person sub area. And person normally we don't create right now. We this person automatically created when we hire some person against this position. If I show you, wait, Somebody has created, I think, see, Ravindra. And if I click here and go back, wait. What I'm doing, let's say Ravindra, and click on staff assignment and see, we have, maybe we see, we have hired one person against this position. Ravindra department, department head, human resource. So Raghav Juwal is the position holder. This is the person who is working against this position and belongs to this department. Okay. And this is the task and this is the job. Okay. Department head. So this is how person is automatically created. We don't have to create this here. Whenever we hire in person administration a person against one position, system will automatically create person against this position. Okay. So this is the structure. These are the structure like cost center, work center, person, task, position. And now you know how what we have to create in organization unit, what we have to create in job, position, task, person, work center, cost center. So now comes to relationship. We have two things. One is relationship type and second is relationship. So we have two kind of relationship type. One is A and second is B. So whenever we are making relationship between these objects, okay. So if this is bottom to top relationship or top to bottom relationship. See, for example, see, HR manager reports to HR head. Okay. So what kind of relationship type is this? Is A, because this is lower position, this is higher position, and this reports to HR head. But if I say head and HR manager, so I have to change this, na? Is supervisor of HR manager. Then if I have to make this relationship, then I have to choose B because this denotes top to bottom relationship. Okay. For bottom top, we have to choose A and top to bottom, we have to choose B. Now come to relationship side, relationship. Okay. So we have lots of relationship, but we normally use 002, 003 because rest of other is automatically created. So you don't bother about this. See, for example, we have one relationship type, relationship 002. That relationship denotes relationship between two same objects. So if I'm creating relationship between two positions or two departments, okay, let's say department to department, position to position, then only we have to choose this. Let's say payroll department belongs to HR department. Okay, payroll executive reports to payroll. See, this is department, this is department. So I'm creating the relationship 002. And if I'm creating relationship between position to position, payroll executive reports to payroll manager, then also we have to do 002 because these two positions are same objects. Okay. And we have another relationship type that is 003. Okay. If let's say we want to create relationship between two different objects, let's say HR executive belongs to HR department. So this is organization unit and this is position. So I'm creating two different objects relationship. Then only we have to choose 003 because this relationship denotes relationship between two different objects. Okay. So this is the important thing. You must be aware of relationship. Without knowing relationship, you can't create any structure. Okay. Out of these objects. Okay. So I will teach you practically in next class. This is the theoretical of organizational management. If you guys have some different question, you can ask me on comment section. I will definitely answer your question. And if you want some special videos on organizational management, so you just give me suggestion. I will try to make videos on that topic also. Okay. So guys, this is it for organizational management theory. Next class is going to be practical. Okay. So hope you guys like that video. If you like this video, please do subscribe and share into your span and keep tuning for my next video. Okay, bye bye. Take care.